New Year, everyone. This is Clonehead from Imperial Shipyards. As y'all know, I make and market custom Star Wars parts on eBay and here at the shipyards. And periodically, in my parts for sale thread at the shipyards, I kind of document some of the orders that I've been filling. I have a couple of orders here today that I'm going to talk about and kind of give you an idea of some of the ways the parts could be used. So without further ado, here we go. Let's check these orders out. Our first order here is for a Shipyards forum member and moderator, Wraith9. Jay is a good friend of mine, and Jay likes to customize Clone Wars figures. Now a lot of times what he will do is he will make a Clone Wars style Republic Commando with a normal Clone Wars helmet except the fin is extracted, and he will add various parts to them. For example, these here are Revenge of the Sith Clone Trooper shoulder pads that just kind of thicken up the shoulder a little bit, make things look a little more beefy. Whoops. And for example, here's a Commander Stone figure. Jay would probably add the pad like that just to thicken them up at the shoulder a bit and then paint it. Another thing Jay likes to do on his Republic Commando Clone Wars figures is he'll add a Legacy style Snowtrooper backpack to the back of them. Now these backpacks have the pegs already molded in place, which one could cut off and glue into place if their figure didn't have a peg, or if your figure had a peg hole, kind of like this comic edition Boba Fett here. You could mount it just like that. Just another way to add one of these parts to your figures. Also, of course, this here is an AT-RT driver's removable chest plate from the Revenge of the Sith collection. And experimenting around, I found that these actually look pretty cool put on a Clone Wars figure and kind of beef them up a little bit. But one could also, let me grab this Cody here, one could also add them to a Legacy style figure and beef them up a little bit, kind of give them a different look to their armor. Also with this order, I'm including this kind of a ammo or utility pouch scabbard that's taken from a Clone Commander's pauldron. And sometimes in the past I've used these as like a waist belt, kind of like that, or you could kind of strap it across his chest like a bandolier. It'd be interesting to see what Jay does with that. Since Jay is so much in the Clone Wars figures, he really likes this custom ARF Trooper helmet. And of course, you know, all the Hasbro ARF Trooper releases have nubbed heads, as in they fit onto a nub mounted on the body but do not have a removable helmet. Well, some months ago, I made a mold for a hollow ARF Trooper helmet, and I am casting these now, and they fit very nicely over the Clone Wars figures' heads. So it'd be pretty simple to make yourself a removable ARF Trooper helmet custom. And there are some other figures that these fit pretty well onto here. This here's the 30th anniversary Stormtrooper. And of course, Commander Cody here has a nice head for it. Looks pretty sharp on there. And then the Piece de la Resistance, Jay requested a couple of these miniguns, which is actually the gun that the heavy arc gunner has on the Hunt from Grievous set. It's put together out of 3 parts. These 2 parts here I glue together, and then you just assemble it together like this, and it becomes this really bad, tough weapon. Here I have a Legacy Biker Scout holding one. Man, there's nothing like having some serious firepower at your disposal. Now, of course, as I said, Jay's a good friend and a repeat buyer. And he also promotes my eBay store and my parts auctions here at the shipyards on his YouTube channel, where he goes by Rasputin37. You should really look him up because he's a very talented customizer and he's got some cool looking stuff there. Thanks for the order, Jay. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I did include some free parts in there for Jay. I know he can see which ones they are. Hope you find some good use for them, buddy, and I can't wait to see your customs. Thanks again.